Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Darts Stream Live. Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Darts Stream Live.
Dying tree fantasy, come talk to me. How did you get this way? I never thought I'd see the day. I tried so hard to bring you back. You're not Jesus Christ. You're not Jesus Christ. You're not Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna say it, I'll say it. This isn't what we wanted. We never thought that it would come to this. And I'm just gonna say it, I'll say it. You never really knew me. Stop pretending that you wanted to. Well, I'm just a man, flesh and blood. All I need is real love. Your ticket price is too damn high. I don't play with guns, 'cause bullet holes still remain. That don't mean I've changed. Bullet holes still remain. That don't mean I've changed. That don't mean I've changed. That don't mean I've changed. I'm just gonna say it, say it. This isn't what we wanted. We never thought that it would come to this. And I'm just gonna say it, I'll say it. You never really knew me. Stop pretending that you wanted to. You got your gold streets ahead of you. You got your gold streets ahead of you. But you can't keep my name furthest from your mouth. You got your gold
We are in preparation mode for ladies and men's finals. Darts Victoria Easter Classic, live from the Geelong Darts Club. Got any special requests out there, dart fans? Hit me up. You want to have a look at something in the venue? We can pan over there, have a look. There's no games currently playing at the moment. We're just getting ready for the knockouts. brackets are out. Danny Porter, Rowan Dodd, Dean Gibbs, Bill Aitken, Jordan Lacey, Jacob Turvey, Brandon Weaning, James Johnson, Michael Bajowski, Chad Tudor, Stewie Coburn versus Brendan Simmons, Andrew Jeffrey, Adam Damage. Oh, let's put these up there for you to look at, hey? It's the idea, isn't it? Andrew Jeffrey, Adam Damage, Dylan Oath, Liam McDonald, Aaron Simpson, Harley Kemp, Brody Kling versus Steve Kewish, Sam Ballinger, Zach Spain, Andrew Nielsen, Joel Pearson, Carl Schaefer, Punter Ben, Mick Lacey, Michael Richardson, Mel Cumming and Jacob Powell, and Michael Cassar's got Justin Thompson to round out the field. So we'll look over at what the ladies bracket is. We'll get to that. First up, it is Joe Hadley versus Emma Ben, I should say. Chris Richardson versus Tia Walsh. Kylie Keenan versus Jasmine Shudecki. Maggie Cooper versus Chloe Kilpatrick. Monica Ribeiro versus Jade Locke. Cody Lane versus Jodie Birchall and Lavinia Hogg. Ebony Gill. Rounding it off is Chrissy Shearing versus Emily Jarvis. Some big games. Bit of the old and the new there. Billy's going to have to help her out, get those darts out the board again. I don't know if he's entirely impressed with the whole spectacle. He's there trying to warm up for a massive national singles WDF titled event and sharing the board with, well, I'm not sure whose daughter that is, but I'll take a bit more of a look around the ground.
Dream big, 'cause boy, you're gonna make it. Stand tall, there's a higher road to take it. Let go of everything that you know and be wild in the mystery. Yeah. I've been in the darkness for 40 days. I've been searching for holy flames, a sign to light up the way. So can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been more certain of truth before. I've been called a righteous man before. Yeah, I've been closer to Jesus before. So can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been scared to look in my soul. I've been afraid I would follow the road. Yeah, afraid of the things I've been told. So can you help me out? Oh, yeah. Can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or are you speaking now? Are you speaking now? Oh, I think I can feel you say, dream big, 'cause boy, you're gonna make it. Stand tall, there's a higher road you're taking. Let go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dartstream Live. Welcome to the 2025 Easter Classic, and I'm joined in comms with two of the big guns of darts, Declan Bailey from Dartstream Live and President of Darts Victoria, President of Darts Australia, the big man himself, Kelvin James. G'day, Kelvin. Welcome to Dartstream Live.
Afternoon, Ben. Welcome, viewers.
And
very, very good afternoon to round out a fantastic weekend of darts. Big day yesterday with the mixed doubles, men's and ladies doubles, and we caught up this morning for the youth singles and getting to the pointy end of men's and ladies singles today.
Yes, it looks like the game has just started on stage
Yeah,
at the moment. Two Victorians, one current Australian rep and one former Australian rep.
Yeah.
Cassar and Thompson, both very, very good friends with each other, but there'll be no quarter given or expected on that stage in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking through the draw as Gavin, our tournament director, was putting it out, and I saw this one, and I was like, "There's no way we can pass this up."
No, that's. I mean, well, look at the scores the way they've gone so far. So
Yeah.
Cassar slightly in front.
Yeah, as you said, Cassar is a current Australian rep and, one of the hottest talents in Australian darts at the moment. And Justin Thompson, long-time great and multiple World Cup representative for Australia. And, he's got a wealth of experience under him and can still turn up to comps and do these kind of things.
He's such a solid performer under pressure, and I've seen Justin win games that he had no business winning, just because he's got so much fight and such a big heart. But and his record, his record is only second to. He's equal to some of the greats, Not on the world stage maybe, but on the certainly on the domestic scene, he's won 8 or 9 Australian titles.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe a few more. He's won most of the big tournaments around the country.
Yeah.
And he's up against an up-and-coming player in Michael Cassar, who has really cemented himself in the top, the top 5 players in the country. So,
yeah, and this is a fantastic leg, really, really solid from Michael. He had a shot at. We had 3 darts at 101, and didn't hit the treble to have an attempt, but has done really well to set up a single dart out here, and he gets it. It's a 16 dart opener.
Take the first leg.
And first to 4 legs from the 32 onwards. Same with the top 16 in the ladies singles comp. So some longer matches than what we saw yesterday, and I'm happy with that. It means some
absolutely.
more exciting games.
And the players will be happy with that as well. Gives them a chance to get into their game. And the round robin is one thing. Best of 3, pretty cutthroat.
Yeah.
And I was actually discussing this with young Stewie Coburn before, and he said, the round robin he prefers the knockout, which I think a lot of the top players do.
Yeah.
And he said, I just don't get a chance to get until halfway through the 3rd leg. Yeah. If it goes to the 3rd leg, he said, then he's getting into his groove, So,
yeah.
I think you'll find the same with a lot of the elite players, shall we say?
Yeah. And look, you look at the big leagues like the Lakeside and the PDC as well. You're going over there and you are playing those longer format games, and that's where you really get to see those bigger players shine. But the beauty of the Darts Australia system is that it caters to the best of both worlds, right?
That's
You've got that whole grassroots. And one of the fantastic things, today's comp had 68 players.
Yeah.
You're not going to get 68 top players come to a tournament. You're going to get, 10, 20, sometimes 30 really good players, and you're going to fill out that field with that mid-range level player that are, local or willing to travel and just want to push themselves a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing a lot of, if you look around that room, there's plenty of up-and-coming players, and particularly the young players that want to play the likes of the 2 guys on stage at the moment. There's that mid-range player.
Yeah.
The social player at the moment is still a little bit shy of playing the top, the top echelon of the sport. But the round robin system allows them to have plenty of games and plenty of opportunities. So
exactly, and the cutthroat nature means anything can happen. I remember walking out there this morning after the youth boys final or somewhere in between there, and one of the young fellas, I forget his name, but he's the brother of young Pierce, I think. That played in the youth this morning, had just beat Michael Cassar in the round robin. He was so pumped, so excited. And that's what it means is, that kind of mid-range, maybe, I don't know how good he is, but to beat a player like Michael in this means a lot. Justin, having a crack at 102, misses the treble 14 there, and Mick staying solid this leg, but he's just a little bit behind. Tomo having the much better leg so far here. Chipping away.
So 48.
Leaves the big fish. Yeah, and Tom. Sorry, he's at the double 8 there. So double 16. Takes another look at the scoreboard.
Oh, well, an opportunity for Michael to prove himself a good fisherman.
And off into the 5.
Looks like he had the wrong bait on his hook.
Tomo, double 8 now. Double 4. Oh. Big opportunity for Cass. 60's in for tops. Good marker.
Oh, just over the top.
And that would have been a really, really good leg for Cass. You know,
Been
that
pretty-
level of finishing.
Yeah, that would have hurt Justin pretty
Yeah.
pretty badly. And
Double two.
well, he might yet get another shot.
Oh,
Oh, and he does.
wow.
So
Tomo would be kicking himself. Scored so well off the throw in this leg to get these opportunities at double, and he's just not made the most of them. Michael for double 10, and
Yes.
gets it.
gets into a handy 2-0 lead, and he's got the advantage of the walk in the third leg. So
Yeah,
we're looking to get away with a pretty high score here.
yeah.
Put Justin under the pump. So
He's coming out solid.
yeah, nice solid ton.
Can hear the venue. It's still bustling out there, and people having a lot of fun, even though it is turning serious.
It's not the start that Justin would have wanted.
Really solid opening from Cassar. You know, he's gotten that, let's say, fortunate win in that last leg, and now just really doing what he needs to do to try and hold. Because all he's got to do is hold throw
right,
from
yeah.
here, and he
Yeah.
can't lose, you know? So, Tomo finding his line again. But he's in a position where he really needs to start firing the ton 40s and ton 80s, where Cassar is just the straight tons at the moment.
Yeah, solid as from Michael Cassar. Justin needs to make a move in this walk.
And the
Just
way that his
struggling to-
darts
yeah.
lie, that's awkward. You can see him stepping over. I think he's going the 19s now. He does.
Struggling to find his distance at the moment. Justin.
Yeah. Cassar's
Where's
just
Michael?
so smooth.
Such a consistent player.
Yeah. Picks up
Beautiful.
for 25. That's a really good board management there. Means he can go up and just have a shot at the simple 2-dart finish rather than trying to get rid of that one.
Yep.
Had he just hit that straight ton. And Tomo's just throwing straight darts, but as you said, just not finding his distance. 76 with 2 darts in hand for Cass, but he doesn't need to stress about it. You know, he can go for the treble, only finds the single, but just finding this single on the last dart and just plugging away is all he's got to do.
He knows he's got at least 2 more opportunities
Yeah.
to finish this leg and take a 3-0 lead.
$16 for double. Just outside. And he gets it in there. Slide.
A nice 3-0 lead for young Michael Cassar. Over the legend that is Justin Thompson.
There
Ooh,
you
that was
go.
a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, this is a massive opportunity for Justin, and it's what we saw on the last time he had his throw, where Cassar just goes off the boil a little, and Tomo starts off well, and he's just got to continue that solid scoring. The key thing in this leg, if it continues this way, is finding that double, which he hasn't done so far. And you know, if he can't find the double again, Cassar will walk away with the 4-0
That's
win.
right. Yep. Good shot. Oh, I thought that was more than that. Must go to Specsavers on Monday.
$59 there leaves 160. Solid, solid straight darts, leaving a good finish. And Cassar, with that single, won't leave a finish, but he is looking like taking a good chunk out of it.
First ton score of the game for Michael Cassar.
Mm-hmm. Tomo's just gone under by the looks. I think that second dart is perfect. Just with the way that his darts land, he can just ride straight over and into the treble bed.
That's right. Yeah, leaves a nice clean 60.
Mm-hmm. Single for double 20. And that's an awkward one. The way it lies, he doesn't step over and just floats it under. Unlucky. Oh, first starts on for the big fish. Oh, has a dart at the bullseye anyway, but
Double 10 for Justin.
and there we go.
First leg on the scoreboard.
Yep, and you know, if you're Cassar, you know you've got some buffer, but you know that's going to make Justin more confident heading into this next one, and you really want to start this strong, which he's done.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm expecting bigger things from Tomo here.
Nice 1-2-1 start.
Look at that.
Seems to be throwing his darts high, Justin. Which is unusual for him because normally he comes up, he builds up to the triple if he's not on a triple with the first dart.
Yeah, yep, and that's testament to the way these darts lie, right? Is that he can, float them over the top rather than trying to get them under. Seth Kilroy in the comments, a former Victorian junior. I think he's gotten a bit old now. And showing his support for Cassar. Good to see.
Ooh, close but no cigar.
Yeah, I struggle to open up this leg from Tomo. 6 darts in and yet to get out of the 400s.
Nice solid 100 there from Justin.
Much better visit than the previous one.
Same response from Michael Cassar.
Jackson Vickers also showing support for Cassar. Good to see some support for him in the comments. Any Tomo supporters? You're looking outnumbered at the moment, but get on there and give him some encouragement. Cass just goes under that treble 20 on the 160.
The second one is in.
Yeah. Could have a dart at 48 to leave 32, which he does, and he hits it.
Sensational darts, sensational switch. Ooh. Just clipped his darts there with that last dart and sent it into the 5. 32. Oh, 3 darts on the wire. 171. No finish, of course, but not unless he borrows a dart off Michael. Michael will come back, shooting again for 32 for the match. Bang, and it's in. There you go, Michael Cassar, 4-1 victor over Justin Thompson in our first men's singles streamed match of the day.
Yeah, and look, probably not as much of a game from Tomo as I was expecting, at least. I know he doesn't play as much these days, and Cassar's really got the match practice and that at the moment.
That's right, yeah.
But, there was glimpses of the Tomo that we know.
Yeah, look, he just couldn't string together 3 solid walks.
Yeah.
So and that makes a difference,
Yeah.
Back those, if you can back the first 2 up with another one, then you're putting the player under pressure.
With someone scoring as solid as Cassar,
Yeah,
that's really
look,
what you need to be doing as well.
Absolutely. And he's so comfortable with his game at the moment, Michael. So.
Yeah, he just looks so smooth and natural.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Anyway, well, that's the first game. We'll have to. I've got a game picked out, and I've just shot Gavin a message. I might just run out and check that that's all good to get it up there. But we'll be back in a few moments with the next game.
Awesome stuff. Great to have you back in comms, Kelvin, and
Thanks,
and
Ben.
Declan, of course. And Declan's out there running around organising stuff. But great insight into what's going on in Australian darts from Kelvin, and some great views around the crowd. We're going to be back with another game very shortly, and live on Dartstream Live on Facebook and YouTube, wherever you're watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Dartstream Live. Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria presents
Alrighty, well, next up, Dean Gibbs, Bill Aitken. Looks like they're about to throw their first darts, so be a good one. Let's get into it.
Yes. Bit hard to predict this one.
Yeah, you know, Billy, as we've, I think we were talking about it yesterday, you know, he's one of those players that can just come along and make a nuisance of himself and just put out some really, really solid players.
Keeps them really focused and keeps the players honest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
And Dean, a very established Victorian player, travels around a bit here and there, but really well known around these parts.
Yes, the one of many of the Gibbs family playing, and they're all good players. You know, Frank was a former Victorian rep. Brother Sean, of course, an outstanding Victorian rep as well.
Okay.
Because a junior on a senior level.
Yeah.
And of course, Dean, who's been a consistent Victorian rep now for must be 5 years, I think, 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Once he made that breakthrough, he tried a few years, but once he made the breakthrough to the team, he seemed to just take it to another level, and his game has improved. Thanks, love.
Yeah.
Your wife Deborah just bringing me a drink.
Yeah, awesome. It's one of those things, right? It's obviously a big goal and a big milestone to achieve, and maybe it's like a mental barrier. Once you've hit that, it feels so much easier to do it again.
Yeah, the players themselves put so much pressure on themselves. The trialing system in Victoria is over 2 weekends, and it's basically a point for a win and a point for an average, and the positions are worked out like that. And we take the top 8, and we often see the player. The players will know exactly where they're sitting during the weekends. You know, it's, you don't need us to tell them that to announce the team sometimes.
Yeah. See, it's
really
interesting.
Close.
I've found with the way that Darts Queensland do their trials, it's very different to the way it's done across most of the rest of the country. You know, you play for your club, then you qualify for your zone team, and there's 10 zones in the state, and then you qualify to play. Like you play the state championships, and it's 2 days of teams matches, and your averages from that dictate whether you make that top 12 playoff to play for those 8 spots. So it kind of has some similarities, but to get there, you've got to play a bunch of teams matches.
That's right.
Which, it's a very different atmosphere to try and qualify. Tops for Billy.
And I think that the depth of talent you have in Queensland has come around because of that type of system. You know, where the players are exposed to more competition under team pressure, and just look at the successes. It speaks for itself. So
well, see, like you look at players like Raymond Smith, and you know that Raymond Smith, who's multiple-time Australian rep and feels almost untouchable in the Queensland darts scene at the moment, he has to try and combat some really varied conditions, playing with other players who perhaps he's not played with before, relying on his team to put him in positions where he can average highly. Ooh, 5-5. Ooh. Hits the single.
So 10 for Bill to take the first leg. Yeah, it's certainly gives the players great experience. That model.
Some interesting, bit scrappy on the doubles after some really solid scoring at the start there.
Nice start there from Mr. Gibbs. Yeah, good reply from Bill. A scrappy second walk from both players. Cleaner from Dean with a 60.
Jackson Vickers has commented, if I recall correctly, didn't Victoria do something similar for state trials, but through the state sixes a few years ago?
Look, when I first started playing darts in the 90s in Victoria, you had trial to make your top 8 in your local league.
Yeah.
And the best 8 players from the league went through into the first round of the state tryouts.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I don't recall that, young Jackson.
Okay.
You missed this weekend, my friend.
Yeah, I hear he's recently moved interstate over to South Australia.
No, that's why he's not here then.
Yeah.
Bit far to travel.
Yeah. Yeah, good
nice.
ton from Billy.
154 for Dean.
Oh, first out's good. 54 for tops.
Oh, just a bit short. Ah, lovely. Nice 138.
Yeah, really good last dart to put him on single dart finish. Double 8 now for Dean.
Yeah, nice shot. Levels a score at 1-1. Best of 7 last 32 match.
Yeah, it's pretty even, you know. Both players are having some good and some bad visits, and
yeah,
you know, there's not much. Oh, Billy's not. Oh, Billy hasn't looked.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's pegged it. He's pegged it.
Oh, yes. Poor Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Dean's lack of celebration caught him unawares.
Well, I think the scoreboard may have taken its time to tick over as well. It did say a little as he spread his first.
Oh, he's had to take that as his score.
Yeah, yeah. It's 3 darts.
Lucky was fairly decent.
You know, yeah. Yeah, at least he's not thrown 3 darts off the board.
That's right,
for
yeah.
You know, 1 dart finish. Oh, here he is. Oh, Billy.
Brilliant.
There we go. The pressure's off. He's had a
It's
laugh.
either fired him up or it's relaxed him.
Yeah. G'day to our good mate Ian Dargan. Says hello, legends. Hello to yourself, legend. Good to have you along.
G'day, dogs.
Doug's just in time to watch a formal Team Rebel player in Billy, one of the long-time Team Rebel players. Oh, Dean's in.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Really good, Dean. Billy now wants to try and leave a decent finish. Dean's just set one up.
Yeah, great darts, great darts.
You know, you come to watch darts when you're watching 2 180s in the one leg.
Yeah.
So, 77.
$18 for tops. Oh.
76 for Dean.
16 for tops. Oh.
Just-
Gets it, but yeah, an awkward position.
Ooh. Just a bit low.
Billy taking his time to make sure that Dean didn't take that out before he goes for the double. Yeah, there it is.
Smack bang in the centre.
Makes sure of that time.
So, 2-1 to Bill Aitken over Dean Gibbs. in his best of 7 last 32 match.
Catching up on some more comments. Jackson Vickers says, yeah, work does that. I'll be at Murray Bridge next weekend, however, attempt to throw a dart. Nice. Well, all the best, mates, and hope it goes well. Dave Henricks, how are you, mates? Good to have you along. And Charmaine Hogg says, g'day and happy Easter, everyone. Yeah, happy Easter to all of you out there watching.
Yes. Good start from Bill, 140. Through that first start a little bit quick, I think. Wandered off and made up for it afterwards with one dart in the triple 20 and a single 20 for 85. Yeah, still got a little bit of a lead.
And, Benny there showing off the right thing to do. Share the stream around, tag your mates, get involved, and let us know you're here. The YouTube comments are going as well. TV says, where's it being played? And Arson Dragon has responded, says it's in Geelong. And Biffo, Paul Bithell says, g'day everyone. Good to see some old faces still playing well. Good to see you checking it out, Biffo.
Yes, Paul Bithell of Biffo Designs, Shirt Designs.
Yeah.
Does a great dart shirt and designs and supplies the Darts Victoria state team.
Yeah. Well,
Ex-state player himself, Paul Bithell.
Yeah,
lovely fella.
And Biffo made these, the Dart Stream Live crew
right,
shirts
okay.
as well.
Yeah.
So
you're familiar with Paul.
Yeah. Good to work with, and does a fantastic job. Billy leaves 108 as Dean comes up for 130. Yeah, it's a perfect lie.
Over the top.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone a bit high. If he picked up that 54, would have set up 36, but instead leaves an awkward 78.
Bill looks like he's going for the 19s route.
Yeah, a good way to go for it. A single and a treble would have left double 16. Instead, 2 singles. It's done the same thing. Veers off into the treble 4.
So 78 for Dean Gibbs to level the score.
20 for tops.
Yes. Such a good second dart there.
Yeah.
Away from the triple 20, but not high enough to get in the way of the shot for the double 20.
Yeah.
Score is 2 legs apiece.
Yeah. He's got that a bit of neutrality to the lie of his dart as well. It's not super flat like some players, but it's not super high as well. And, it makes really well for a big 20 to leave the clearance for that tops. This is really good.
Yes. Is it 3?
Ooh, can't quite tell. And Ben's not giving us a scoreboard.
Just the 1. Just the 2.
I think Dean's getting the sniff of it.
Yeah, he certainly threw them quite smooth and with a bit of confidence. So
yeah, evens the match up to 2-all. And
as I say that, I've jinxed him again. Just with the first start.
Yeah, really good recovery.
Beautiful recovery.
And a fantastic 6 starts. Wow. Could not have got much closer with those 3 darts to the treble without picking one up. Fails to find the treble on that 3rd visit.
So no finish for Dean when he comes back to the hockey. Bill on 300. Just a 22 then.
Desi Mercer says, who's responsible for dragging Hedgehog out of retirement? Who's Hedgehog?
Absolutely no idea. Tell us, please, Desi.
Yeah,
Hope you're well, darling.
Not like Desi to have a smart aleck comment. This is the way I've got to say it under the DA. Under the DA better. China Joe in it is a good player himself. Former Oceanic Master says,
Barry.
hi, everyone. Good to have you along, mate.
Yes. She was either the first or one of the first 9 darters. Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Many moons ago. Haven't seen Barry around for a little bit. Hope you're keeping well, Baz. So Dean's on 94. Went to 25 route. And has hit 15, I think. That is.
And made a bit of a meal of that. He's left 56. Should he return? Billy, off the back of that brilliant 137, has left 96. Oh, and he's in the 5. Yeah, good recovery on the 51 for tops. Oh, I think he's gone way off, and he has.
So 56.
I think that's a 7. And a treble 9, so double 11.
Determined to do it the hard way. Oh, just inside the wire.
Tops now for Billy. Just confirming that Dean hasn't taken that out. Oh, maybe something's gone awry there. I know Tomo's up at the scoreboard scoring.
He is, yep.
Hopefully he knows what he's doing. Yeah, something's gone very wrong.
He might not, because he's not quite used to chalking.
Yeah. Should I maybe run out and have a squeeze? Yeah, Billy's.
It looks like they're calling for Gavin, the contest director. Not sure
trials and tribulations, Kelvin, of new technology, but I think dart clubs across the land have to be applauded for adopting Dart Connect, and you must notice the difference it's made.
It's an absolute. The system itself, the uptake in the last 18 months has really soared, and it's to the extent that we've got players now that are asking for Dart Connect because they don't know how to chalk a game in the traditional sense.
Yeah, I think it's not just a matter of how efficient it is chalking, and how much easier it is on the players, how much easier it is on the organisers. You've got one guy, Gavin, running this whole event, where previously this would have been a team of people out there running.
Yeah, we'd have had 2 tournament directors, 2 assistant CDs, and other staff running around the place. Now it's just one guy on a central spot and 2 laptops, and does the business.
And Bill did take the tops out in one.
Yeah, so the drama was Tomo can't count. He put 55, Dean hit 45. So I tried to take it as a bust. Yeah. And anyway, resolved. Billy took out the leg.
These things happen to even the best of us.
Yeah, exactly.
He has been on the back end of technology in this game, and perhaps his whole life, actually, Billy. But
you're trying to say something, Ben?
I was just having a flick around the grounds, the brackets before, and saw Joe Hadley versus Chris Richardson.
Oh!
I was thinking, I want to grab that one, but they've already started.
Yeah.
But looking around at some of the other games, at what we can try and put on next out of the ladies' draw. Monica Ribeiro up against the winner of Cody Lane and Jodie Birchall. Lavinia Hogg takes on the winner of Chrissy Shearing and Emily Jarvis. Keenan takes on the winner
Lavinia and Chrissy would be a massive game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. If that's the way that pans, I'll run out and grab that for sure. Bit of a, I believe, desired shots rematch. I think Chrissy used to get on there in Lavinia's league. Kylie Keenan also takes on the winner of Maggie Cooper and Chloe Kilpatrick.
Some interesting games.
Yeah, for sure. They're heading into, they're rounding out the top 16, ready to head into the quarterfinal stage. So we'll probably pick up a few of those games through to the final and mix in a few of the blokes' games where we can.
Pretty close leg, this.
Yeah, Billy bangs in the ton, sets up to Shanghai. Dino will be looking to leave some description to finish.
First out in the triple.
Oh, it's good. Oh,
Nice time to get a 140. Look at this leg from Bill. Absolutely superb.
Desi's clarified. Lavinia Hogg is Hedgehog. Who's out of retirement. So we may get her next, Desi.
Well, we got Bill throwing for the match.
Yeah.
Double 10.
4 tons in this leg and
First half.
double 10 in 1 makes it 16 up. Heidi 4-2 win. Dean had some really strong glimpses and wasn't far out of any of those legs, but Billy just did the business. Did as he does, made a nuisance of himself and got the job done. Upsetting some locals.
On that last leg, drive 4 tons.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, 16 darts and
Nice and clean,
thanks
easy.
for coming.
And he does it so relaxed as well.
Yeah.
He's a very, very experienced campaigner, Bill Aitken.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, I might run out, have a quick word to Gav, make sure we get the next game up, and I think we are. I don't know. I'll go see what's happening, what's panning out. We'll be back in a few minutes for the next one.
Okay,
Cheers, guys.
great. Sure. Back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Dartstream Live.
Well, we interrupt the games out on the floor because we've got a big one coming up. Kelvin, what's happening?
Well, Lavinia Hogg and Chrissy Shearing, I believe, are the next match up, Ben. Next match will be streaming live.
And two of the big heavy hitters of ladies darts in Australia, Lavinia Hogg and Chrissy Shearing, obviously names that roll off the tongue pretty well.
Yes, and Chrissy is she's almost a grand lady of Australian darts now.
Yeah.
Chrissy Shearing is such an underrated player, and probably one of those players that should have got representation in the Australian team on quite a few occasions.
Yeah.
She's just missed out quite a few times over the years, from what I believe.
Yeah, okay. I know she's many time Queensland rep, and I recall that Lavinia and Chrissy repped on the DPA Australian team.
That's right. Yeah.
At some different times against the New Zealand team, which is ironic. They're both Kiwis at heart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but two very talented ladies.
Yeah. They're
Some of our best Aussies are born in New Zealand.
Damon Head is one. Oh, I don't think he was born in New Zealand, but Kiwi heritage for sure.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, doing some wonderful things on the professional circuit. Damon had a win this week in the Players' Championships.
Yeah, yep, and
What would have been last week? One of the two.
whatever
day we are.
There was some stat. There was some stat from it that he's won the most Players' Championships out of the whole tour card holder cohort in the last couple of years or something.
Yeah.
It's a really proud moment for Australia, but particularly Western Australians. And I know a lot of viewers out there grew up playing darts with Damo out at the Silver Sands. Played for Rockingham, and
Yep.
Yeah,
He's again a former Australian rep, and we like to think that we actually started his success. Started after he won the Australian Open the same year, the weekend after he won the Masters in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And we're claiming credit for that. We're claiming
no
credit for that.
no shortage of people. No shortage of people putting their hand up saying I was a big part of his success.
But no, we wish we enjoy it. It doesn't matter where they've come from. If they're Australian, they're representing all of us, and
exactly.
doesn't matter which side of the system. We're equally as proud of them, and and we wish them every success.
Well, he and Kyle both credit a lot of their success to Betty Hislop, bringing them through the juniors.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just saw Brent Kenny's name in the comments there from Aussie Dart Supplies Online, and Brent played juniors with both those guys, and likewise says massive support, as was Kyle's mum, Dale.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, no, they're Kyle and Kyle used to call Betty even when he was, even when he entered the professional circuit. If he thought that he needed some advice on what happened, he'd send Betty the footage, and then ask her to have a look at it and cast an opinion. And very, I think the production chain of talented juniors coming out of Western Australia speaks volumes for the impact that Betty Hislop and her Western Australian colleagues have had.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Young Kyle, of course, was probably one of the most likable. I'm probably the most popular darts player that's ever been on the Australian circuit. He's just a big, lovable teddy bear.
Yeah, and like he'd come back for exhibitions where I saw him a few times, and even bumping into him at the World Series when Dad was playing. I got to go backstage and whatnot. Just so friendly.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who you are. He was always just so open and
a real good human being.
Yeah,
Carl, and everyone was so shocked when he passed away. So Chrissy's on 153.
Low battery, please charge.
Double 10 for Lavinia. Oh, Chrissy wants 60 to take first blood. First darts in the 20s.
There we go. Got it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Ah, great. Such a deceptive player, Chrissy.
Catching up on some comments, we got one from Desi Mercer. No, haven't we forgot? We haven't got all night. Surely you haven't forgotten how long she takes talking about Lavinia. I think it's a bit bold of you there, Desi, to be talking about how slow Lavinia plays.
Kettle cold in the pot, you reckon?
Yeah, just a little.
Chrissy looks like she's carrying one of Desi's hips around with her right now. Definitely playing with an injury.
Yeah, look, Chrissy actually struggled with the Australian Darts Open stage. And we had some concerns that it'd be too much for her, but she battled on, got up there.
Yeah, for I'd say for as long as I've known Chrissy, she's had a little bit of that limp and always battling injury, but she still gets on the flights. She comes around the country and can perform and get to these stages of events and play the way she's playing. It was a really fantastic last leg that I watched in that game in just the previous round up against Emily Jarvis, who's scoring now, and some really good scoring power. It was like 95, 133, 100 and something, and ended up taking it out, I think, in 15 or 16. And
brilliant,
you can see rolling through the draw, some big matchups coming up there. Carl Schaefer and Mick Cassar, as you can see there in the bottom part of the draw.
I noticed Brandon Weenie was chalking before, so bit of a surprise to see Brandon exit the tournament so early.
Yeah, no doubt. That's it's an unfortunate early exit on both days for him. There we go. He lost in the first round to James Johnson, who's just gotten over Jordan Lacey.
Ooh.
I know Jordan had a fantastic run on the round robin. Apparently, he didn't drop a leg. So James Johnson, I don't know who he is. He might be a local boy, and he's having a hell of a run today.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't know that name. Yep.
Yeah.
I do now, but
Yeah, that's it. You can see there, Joe Hadley and Chris Richardson still going. Maggie Cooper and Chloe Kilpatrick still battling it out. The winner to play Kylie Keenan. Monica Ribeiro and Cody Lane was the other game that I was tossing up about putting on at the moment, but I thought we'll get Lavinia and Chrissy.
so Chrissy a little way back on this one.
Lavinia perched on 79. Chrissy trying to leave a finish. Off 226. 21 in 2 darts is awkward for that. Doesn't manage to make it happen, but it was the right move onto the 19s. The treble would have left 148. But 79 now for Lavinia.
A single or a triple there?
Treble 4,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Ooh.
What's that? That's 57. Leaves 22. Oh, I think she miscounted there.
Yeah, I think so. I think she was,
Yeah.
I think she was firing for the
Yeah, she was going
double
for
top.
tops.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, she's right. Yeah.
score is miscounted, perhaps. Anyway, score is rule, and double 10 it will be she comes back for. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Could be the screen, maybe.
Maybe.
The way we're seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh, double 10 for Lavinia.
Yeah.
To level the match score, 1 leg apiece. Comes inside with the first dart.
Up for double 5. Ooh.
One, 4, 6.
Goes the 19s, and well, for a vertically challenged player such as Chrissy, the 57, 57, 32 is a bit nicer of a
right,
way
yeah.
to go for the 146.
Oh,
Double 5 for
five.
Lavinia.
too many. 105 for Chrissy.
45. Ooh, doesn't go. And a
Tried to
6.
stay there for the triple 10
Yeah.
to leave tops, but just caught the 6.
Hmm.
Oh, Lavinia's back for double 5.
Bit outside. Not a bad marker, though. Oh.
Again,
And she's
single
looking
dart
down the
in
camera.
12. 64 for Chrissy Shearing. Oh,
48 for double 8.
great first dart. Ah,
Yeah,
clean as
tidy.
a whistle. Clean as a whistle.
Halfway there in this best of 7 match, and Lavinia wondering what she can do to get a double.
She had a chances in the first.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first 2 legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Desi Mercer with a couple of comments for me to catch on. My money's on Hedgehog, since she's a fellow Southland player. We played in the same team, go figure. And I have a couple of new hips now, thank you, referring to Ben's comment earlier. Hedgehog must have had some vitamin boosters because she has sped up. There you go. Have you sped up as well, Desi?
There's a nice start for Chrissy.
Yeah, really good. And a couple of comments from the Matrix, Matty Roselle. We'll do it. We're not robots. Talking about the scorer's error previously. G'day, Declan. Hope you're well. G'day, Matrix. Hope you are well yourself, mate.
Great shot there from Lavinia. Switch to the 19s. Ah, wonderful follow-up there by Chrissy Shearing, 133.
And the YouTube comments, DJ Danza's Christmas says, "Happy Easter, fellas! Great broadcast." One of the regulars, and I still don't know the correct way to pronounce his name. I try and say it differently every couple of times. And B&G Darts, g'day guys! Thanks for the stream. Good to have you along.
Chrissy finding the triple 19 with every walk in this leg so far.
Yeah.
178 after 9 darts.
Yeah, and that's the level of the power scoring that I saw in the tail end of that game against Everly Jarvis, the young gun from South Australia, and what she's bringing out here. Though Lavinia, some quite strong scoring as well. Left the bogey in the 159, but 119, 121 in this leg. Ooh, switches down, picks up the single 7.
Chrissy to go into a 3-0 lead, wants 57. Straight
Up
in the
the
middle of the 17s, great darts. Look at that, clean as a whistle again. She's certainly very impressive with her finishing today, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Chrissy's always one of those players that on her day, she can just do this kind of dominant performance, and you know that. You never want to underestimate her.
Oh, she's a great, very talented player. Very underestimated.
Yeah, that's for sure.
She's actually a big fan of Dart Stream Live too, Chrissy Shearing, believe it or not. Watches a lot of our streams and
yeah. Always been a big supporter, and every time I see her in person, oh, how's Ben? And checking in on everything. It's really good. Same as Lavinia. Lavinia's been a long-time supporter as well of DSL.
Oh, Lavinia did a massive amount for ladies darts through COVID with setting up her desired shots and the her own little stream, and it's no small task.
Yeah, absolutely, and
great supporter of the sport overall, Lavinia. And a great player, of course. You know, when she's on song, she's very, very impressive. Opens up a little bit of a gap with them first 2 walks.
Yeah. That's what she needs to do. You know, she's fighting from behind. She's against the darts in this leg. Really needs to come through with some really strong scoring.
Yeah,
Chrissy's starting to find her line again.
Yes, and Chrissy just staying in touch with that one. Picks up the triple 19 again. Bit unlucky there, Lavinia. So 344. Straight into the triple 19. 95, very handy.
She's an unlikely looking dart thrower, Chrissy Shearing. Almost, if you'd never seen her before, you'd think maybe she was having a lucky streak. This is on the regular dart fans.
Yeah, that's it. Every darts club has that one lady who's on the slightly older side and just has a lucky game. But no, Chrissy Shearing is a deadly fierce competitor.
Oh, she's proven that now for more years than I care to remember, anyway.
Yeah. Surprised we don't have Robbie Braid. Robbie Braid's normally in the comments, and he's Chrissy's grandson. I'm sure he'll catch back up on it later and be disappointed he missed it. Yeah, not a bad visit from Lavinia. Leaves 112.
So, pretty close game, this one. 1-1-2 for Lavinia.
Yeah, really good pickup on the last one. Leaves the 24.
First darts in, the shot's on. Oh. Just a bit of rush of blood, I think, to the head. Got a bit excited there. So 24, Lavinia to take the first leg and bring it back to 3-1.
Yeah, and to keep her hopes alive, right? If she doesn't take out this leg, it's game over.
There she does, yeah.
She does, yeah.
So the match scores 3-1 to Queenslander Chrissy Shearing of New South Wales is Lavinia Hogg.
Yep.
I definitely feel like the comeback's on.
Well, she's got the darts now, and you feel the momentum slightly shifting her way. You wouldn't say it's a massive momentum shift, but it is just heading that way. And over into the 5, she's not happy. She's resetting, refocusing. And comment from China Joan it. Love watching the stream, guys. Wish I was playing. Missed the tournaments. You certainly would be welcome back with open arms, China. It'd be great to have you back. And either way, it's great to have you along watching as well.
That's a very fine player, China.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of players who are happy that he's no longer on the circuit.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Saves them chalking a lot of games.
Yeah.
Very dangerous player.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. But it's one of those things, right? Darts is one of those sports, and you see it for so many players, they can take a bunch of time off and come back and get back into it again.
Look,
you know?
I think that's the joy of the sport in many ways.
Yeah.
No matter what age, no matter what your physical capabilities are,
Yeah.
you can pick up a dart and have a game. Yeah, really nice last dart there from Lavinia. Opens up a little bit of a lead. Chrissy just off the boil for a minute.
Well, both of them really. You know, Lavinia did have that 81 that started off the league a bit off the ball. But this is what Lavinia wants. She really wants to be finding, you know, a treble or war.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and making the most of this bit of a lull from Chrissy. She's the one on the fight back, and we know Chrissy, as soon as she gets a sniff of it again, she'll be firing right back.
Sooner or later she's going to click back in, and you know every player knows that plays against Chrissy.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, the big numbers are going to come, and
yeah,
you just got to make the most of your opportunities when she's not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is good. Ooh.
Just next door. Good score, nevertheless. Over 200 in front now, minus these darts.
Yeah.
So 1-1-4 to bring the score to 3-2. checking what she's got left.
66, I believe.
76, Ben.
I said I believe. Sometimes I believe stuff that's not true, like the Easter Bunny.
And
I watched a replay of a match that I did in the Australian Open a couple of years ago, and I think I counted 12 mistakes I'd made in the checkouts. I thought, not good.
No. But
And that was a female match as well, Ben, if it makes you feel any better.
16 for tops.
Yes, great shot. So match score 3-2 to Chrissy Shearing
Yeah.
over Lavinia Hogg. But I will say that it was a match involving Lisa Ashton, and the speed that she throws her darts are just obviously quicker than my brain could cope with.
Yeah, and the speed that she churns through a leg as well, it's so hard to...
That's right,
Yeah, no surprise you made some mistakes.
Great start from
Yeah.
Chrissy Shearing.
Yeah, look, and realistically, Chrissy has the darts. You know, Lavinia's only halfway to the finish line. This is her best opportunity to win this match from here, because getting to a tiebreaker situation, you know, it's
That is a massive answer. A ton off the back of Chrissy's 1-3-3. She's against the throw. It's game on, ladies and gentlemen.
The heat's turned up a little bit.
Chrissy's found her line once again.
Just clip the wire.
Those darts are not far off, Kelvin. She's
exactly.
right around the mark, 54. It seems really unrewarded for such a great set of darts.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's as Stewie Colburn said to me one day, it's a game of millimeters, and I've never let him live it down. But it is. Sometimes it's a cruel, and some joker when they designed the dartboard put the 1s and the 5s next to the 20. Makes it a cruel game sometimes. Now that might give Chrissy an opportunity here to extend the lead.
Are we backing Lavinia for the comeback here, fellas?
Oh, too cold to close, I think, Ben.
I think I'm going to back Chrissy, you know.
Great shot again from Lavinia. Outstanding first dart there from Chrissy.
It's a great setup. Audrey Mullen from Darts West Australia has just jumped in to check it out. G'day, Audrey. Watching some first-class ladies darts here. She'll be all about this.
Yes, Audrey, just back from her travels overseas. Took a month off from her duties as Administration Director of Darts Australia. Hope your sister enjoyed her visit in Western Australia. Audrey, good to have you back.
Yeah, awesome.
So, throwing for the match.
77, 2 darts in hand. Has the security that Lavinia does not have a finish remaining. So, perhaps 19-18 is the shot. What did she go? She was 10s. She would have been going 45 for 32.
Picks up at 51.
Yeah, so leaves double 8, I think. Yep.
Oh, really needs to make a mess of this, Lavinia. And put some pressure on Chrissy Shearing. Otherwise, it's hasta la vista. $16 for the match.
Double 8. Double 4.
That was a long way off. So an opportunity for Lavinia.
Yeah.
So double 4 again for Chrissy. She's had 2 darts at this double to win the match. There you go.
Yeah,
Third
gets
and
it
final
done.
dart. So Chrissy Shearing wins the match 4-2 against Lavinia Hogg.
Yeah. Finds
Um,
herself in with a place in the ladies semi-finals and is going to take on Monica Ribeiro.
Interesting game.
Yeah, Joe Hadley's gotten the win over Chris Richardson. Plays the winner of Kylie Keenan, Chloe Kilpatrick.
Oh, you have to fancy Joe to go through to the final. in that
Yeah.
one.
And
Yeah.
it's you'd say Joe, but it's hard to call whether it'll be Monica or Chrissy.
Yeah.
But really good semi-final lineup coming up either way. But the game I've just pointed out to you, Kelvin, and the game I'm eyeing off, the men's semi-final, Brody Kling and Michael Cassar,
Cracker.
ready and raring to go. So I reckon we're going to come back next with that. And then at the end of that, we'll see. Maybe we'll pick up another semi. Maybe we'll move straight to a final. But I'm going to go and get them cracking. But the rest of the men's
Great. Yeah,
comp,
look forward to it. Yeah. Be a
Yeah.
great game.
yeah, Danny Porter and James Johnson with Michael Bajowski and Liam McDonald. There you go. Joe Hadley there. Already in waiting, and Monica and Chrissy there as well. So I'll be back in a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Dartstream Live. Ladies
Almost exactly everything I need you to be. Like a subtle breeze, I love the way your lips caress me. Hand in hand, we're meant to be. I'm your honey, I'm a honeybee, and there ain't nothing you won't do for me. You're my strength and I your dignity. Like a secret I will keep you and me. Honeybee, honeybee, honeybee. You and me. Honeybee, honeybee, honeybee. You and me.
Well, look, we got a bit of a glimpse there. Danny Porter taking on James Johnson. And look, to be brutally honest, I don't think I've ever heard of a James Johnson. And he's had a really good run. He's beaten Brandon Weaning, beaten Jordan Lacey, who's in red hot form, and he's taking on Danny Porter. But we've got a hell of a game on our hands here in Brody Kling and Michael Cassar, and it's already starting off fireworks. And look, we are playing... I've messed Gavin's draw around a little bit. We're playing a semi-final, a little bit early. But I had a chat to the guys. They don't mind. They'd rather just get up and play, and it means there'll be a bit of a break before the final. But it means we get this juicy, tantalising match, and means we should be able to pick up another semi-final as well before we head into ladies and
Brody
men's
started
final.
off with 2 1040s, playing so well, taking his game to another level this year.
Yeah.
Brody.
Yeah.
Didn't try out for state honours this year, Brody.
Oh,
Decided
okay.
to pursue try his luck on the DPA circuit.
Yeah. Well, Brody's one of the players that's on the list of having qualified for a World Series spot.
Yep.
Sacrifice that opportunity
That's
to
right,
go
yeah.
and play for Victoria and have a crack at the Australian Championships. And this year, priorities have shifted. It's my understanding he's got a young family, and that's how things go. You play the game, and year on year, your priorities will change. And
Cassar's
you
come
wanna have
back
a
with
crack
2
at-
140s there to leave himself a good finish. Oh, missed the 16.
treble 7 and
Yes.
3 means
Cruel.
he's got 32. Should he return? But tops for Brody.
Yes.
And nice and smooth, nice. There you go. The averages are both in the 90s.
Gave the impression he didn't even look at that one then.
Mm.
Just knew what it was instinctively.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes from putting in a tremendous amount of work into your practice and match game, your match fitness. I keep saying it all the time. You can't beat match practice. It takes your game to another level.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the thing. You can play as much as you want in your shed. You can be as good as you want in your shed, but as soon as the lights are on, you're standing in front of someone else, and you're in a venue. It's a very different shift.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it's a different shift again to coming up onto the stage. The cameras are on you, the lights are on you, the crowd's behind, and more scrutiny. That's the thing. The players are getting up here, getting this experience, and both of these players have been on camera quite a few times and not afraid of it. They're able to pull out performances like this, and he's.
I mean, look at these legs. This is just brilliant. Yeah.
Brody leaves the big fish after 9.
I was actually just chatting to a couple of the players out there before doing the break, and one player just come back from a couple of years off, and a former Victorian rep, and he said the standard of darts is just so impressive.
Yeah,
and he's played in this tournament a number of times, and he said that it's probably the best it's ever been. The overall standard is. He's so excited by it.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Like
tops. So 95.
Yes. Oh, 36. Oh, Michael Cassar.
That's the confidence level of young Michael at the moment. Both these players, they're throwing
Yeah.
Brody was so disappointed that he missed that double.
Yeah.
It's just what they expect to hit it with the first dart now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And as you're alluding to, the standard here being so high, normally at these kind of weekends, I'll be sitting going through the draw, trying to pick a game, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay, I might go with this game. This weekend, it's not been hard to find a good game to put on stream. Every game we've had has just been at that standard, and it's been players that we know and some that we don't, but there's just so many players in that draw that we can rely on to put on a good show.
It'll be interesting to see the overall tournament stats, to see where it's at, because from where I sit, it certainly looks like it's jumped up another level.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
But that can be deceptive sometimes as well.
I guess we are picking the cream of the crop in a lot of cases, and
I'm just my observations as I look around the results, and the overall feel is that it's certainly jumped up a little bit. But nice shot there from Brody Kling on the 140. Opened up a little bit of a gap. So I'll leave myself a 90 finish.
There you go, the top 10 average, and I think that's whole weekend averages. James Richardson in the comments says good morning. Audrey Mullen has just realised that she can put YouTube on the big telly, watch it there, and then comment on the Facebook. And that's something we normally encourage is, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook, the DSL page, and YouTube, Dart Stream Live. Yeah, get it up on the telly on YouTube. Check out the comments with your phone, and best of both worlds.
So 131.
Thought he was going to go 51 top.
Ooh. Oh, well. So Cassar wants 72 to take the lead in this match. Oh.
Double six. Oh, tidy.
Now that is confidence.
Yeah.
72 most players that have gone, the 30, the triple 12.
Yeah.
For the first shot, or the
16s
or the
as
16s.
well. Yeah.
And to go triple 20, double six. I mean, that's showing some tremendous belief in his own talent.
Yeah. And Mick Lean, the Canberran, says, what a game. Two great blokes. Only problem is they're Victorian.
Love you, Mick. Been a regular member of the ACT team for many years, Mick. Played doubles with Mick quite a few times.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristically, 26 there from Brody.
Yeah.
Gives Michael the opportunity to jump into a lead.
He can only find 3 straight ones. James Richardson's enjoying his breakfast, and Michael's mum, Janine, says, shot, love heart. Showing her support for Mick.
Spending some well-deserved family time.
Yeah.
Janine.
Yeah. Janine, undoubtedly a great of the sport as well.
Oh. Represented Australia in America.
Yeah, right.
In North Carolina, if my recollection is right.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you the year.
It's actually, best not to. Actually, I was actually My 50th birthday I celebrated in Vegas the week after, so
Okay.
15 years ago.
Yeah. Wow,
2010.
okay.
Yeah. Excuse me.
$145. Not going to go for Brody, but he's going to leave it looking
Ooh,
good.
waiting for the 25 of the third dart.
Yeah. Hit the 9 and is left 56.
Oh, look at this.
54 for tops.
Ooh, just on top of the wire.
Oh, near next door.
There you go. So can Brody take out the 56 to level the score? Yes, and he does it with the third dart. We have ourselves a match.
Yeah.
2 legs apiece.
Yep. And I believe it's still first to 4.
It's best of 7.
Yeah.
These guys are still all over the triple, but not quite dropping in at the moment. Ah, there you go. Make a fool of me. 135. Great dart, Brody Kling. Yeah, great shot. Big 68. Michael back on 289.
Brody Kling to get an advantage here. 68 left. There's a golden opportunity.
Tops.
Tops.
Boom.
Oh. Really solid 15 dart leg and a hold a throw. Gets him within one of the match. Cassar needs to hold here and he's opened well.
Just a ton then. Oh,
So good.
beautiful set. Yeah, nice solid stuff from Brody. I've got a slight advantage. Needs this leg to keep in the game.
Mm.
Two or four. We're looking to set it up.
Who are you picking, Kelvin, from here?
Ooh, I couldn't
Obviously,
pick.
Cassar's got the advantage to level up.
Yep.
It's first to 4, and Brody will have the shot in the last leg if he doesn't win this one.
Bit hard to pick at the minute. At the moment.
I reckon Cassar does get this, but I reckon Brody's going to take the win. I'd be happy either way, though. Going to make for a great final. Really good tidy up visit from Cass there to leave 32. And a fantastic visit for Brody. And, you know, even if he doesn't get a shot here, he's found some trebles and staying on the line.
There you go. We have a tiebreaker. So, match scores a level at 3 apiece.
Yep. Brody's going to be walking in hot. And
First dart
finds
in the
it.
triple.
Oh.
Oh, look at this for a start.
Oh.
Cassar has to go with him.
James Richardson, I thought that was Daryl Gurney with a mustache. Talking about Michael Cassar. And Raymond Smith, the guru, in the comments. Cassar is throwing straighter. Quite the analyst is the guru.
Yes.
And
G'day, Raymond.
you don't take his word lightly.
No.
Although, I don't know, I reckon I wasn't too bad on my call with Brody. At least that's the way it's looking this leg. Cassar finds the treble on his
Keeps
sixth
himself
start.
in touch.
Yeah.
Got a lot of work to do with Brody having the walk advantage.
Mm. And look, 9 darts and he's left 164. That's what you've got to be doing in these pressure last leg decider situations. Shame not to have the guru here this weekend, by the way. I was quietly hoping he'd be down, but we'll see him again soon, I'm sure.
Yes, we've got a room full of players out there who are pretty pleased that he's not here.
Yeah.
But equally, they've been happy to see him as well. He's
Yeah.
a recognised legend of the sport, Raymond Smith.
Mm. And Cassar is doing fantastic here.
Yeah,
Look,
great
a
shot.
ton leaves 156. He's not quite in a favourable position.
Would have liked another triple 20,
Yeah.
but
Oh, great visit from Brody. Sets up double 8. Cassar, this would be huge.
pretty much has to take this out. Not going to
Have a
happen.
go.
But it has to hit. Be looking to try and get that lead 56 rather than 96. That's for sure.
Double 8. 3 cleared darts. Brody clean for a spot in the final.
Yes,
And there it is.
Makes no mistake with the first dart. Great match. What a quality game.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
absolutely.
brilliant. 2 champion players.
Yeah. Really glad that we're able to go out there and get that on stage. And here we go. We got Gav messaging.
Must be
Give him a
a,
thumbs up.
Sending the message out there to the rest of the world that Australia is on its way.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. You know, we've got players like James Richardson, an English player who's been there for a lot of years and done that. And, getting those internationals, having a look. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've shot your thumbs up. We'll go, Joe Hadley and Kylie Keenan next. Semi-final on stage. Live and direct from Gav Foran, the tournament director. But, so, well, I'll just let them do that. They can sort it out amongst themselves then. We can sit here and chat for a little bit.
I'll just take off for 2 minutes here
mate, yeah, that's all good.
and make sure that everything's all right out there and
Yeah.
pop back in. Yep.
Yeah, all good. Well, there you go. So Joe Hadley, Kylie Keenan. Kylie Keenan just getting the win over Chloe Kilpatrick there in a tight 4-3 game. Joe Hadley over Chris Richardson, as we heard a little earlier. And your second semi-final, Monica Ribeiro up against Chrissy Shearing. Monica got the win 4-0 over Cody Lane. And, we saw Chrissy Shearing get the win over Lavinia Hogg on stream just a game ago. So that rounds out the ladies' draw as it stands at the moment. And you can go back to the men's now, Ben. So Danny Porter, Michael Bajowski, another really good semi-final. You know, I wish we could cover all these semi-finals. There's so many good games. But, Danny and Badge going to be a really good one. And the winner to take on Brody. So we'll be back with the men's final a bit later on anyway. But so we'll be the ladies' semi-final up. We'll have one playing off stage and the other on for us in Joe Hadley and Kylie Keenan. So plenty of darts to come. So we'll have that semi and then ladies' final and then men's final. Plenty of darts still to come. And, it's a pretty good day of darts, Ben.
You're doing a pretty good job, Declan. Awesome stuff.
Thanks,
Proud
mate.
of you, mate. Proud of you. It's looking fantastic.
Thank you. And you're making it easy, mate. You're doing a fantastic job with the shots. I'm loving all the different switches. You're killing it.
Cheers, man. We're going to take a short break. We're back with ladies final.
Semi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Dartstream Live.
It looks like it's game on, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Hadley, Kylie Keenan. We are underway, ladies semi-final. Joined in comms with Declan Bailey and Kelvin James. G'day, gentlemen.
Mate.
Ben.
Yeah, cracking semi-final here to complement the previous cracking semi-final. And, some fantastic finals still to come. Brody's just won that game and got his spot in the final. Brody's going to face the winner out of Michael Bajowski and Danny Porter.
Yeah, be a top game again. Yep.
Yeah, Daddy, the WDF #1. I think he's still sitting in that spot, or he's close to it. At least he was #1 seed at Lakeside this year. And Badge, one of those local players and state team reps and whatnot.
That's right, yeah.
Don't think he's had much of an opportunity to get his head out there on stream, but we know he's a capable player.
Yeah, certainly is. He reminded me this morning that, confirmed to me, I should say, that he was indeed Australian Pairs Championships.
Yep, okay.
With young Brandon winning.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
And a finalist with Brody Kling, actually. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Oh, a max for Joe Hadley.
Great dart.
After a fantastic first couple of walks.
Look at that
37,
leg.
180.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
139 the average for the match. Expect that to go down, but it's impressive.
It certainly is. Obviously settled into the stage.
Gets
Brilliant.
it done.
Brilliant. 84
60,
Absolutely
double
brilliant.
12, and a 14 dart opener. No, 11 dart opener.
Yep.
Wow.
Sensational.
Joe's not coming to mess about. Or, as the Australians would say, something to do with spiders.
Been putting a lot of time into a game, Joe Hadley, and has gone on from being a promising player to one of the dominant players on the circuit. Always features in the finals or the semi-finals.
And I suppose in a similar vein to Chrissy Shearing, with the utmost respect, perhaps one of those, ladies that's slightly on the older side that would just blend in with the crowd of, the one lady at the club who just has a good night. But no, Joe Hadley is one of the finest talents in Australian ladies.
Certainly is and again, a very, very improved player, the last 3 years. And again, I started this leg off with a 16 and 10-40. Found a triple 20 again in this third walk. Drops into the 5 of the third dart. So, nevertheless, 216 after 9 darts. Very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Can still turn that into, potentially a 13 dart, but even a tidy 15 from here.
Kylie's still in touch. I mean, she's battling away. Opened up with a 10, followed by 2 60s.
Yeah.
But Joe is looking red hot at the moment.
And another ton
Another
there.
ton, yeah. So he's 116 after 12.
Yeah. Quickly take a second to catch up on some comments because I don't have many opportunities. Raymond Smith, off the back of that Brody Kling win, says discipline. Audrey Mullen said it was a great match. Richo sharing some mornings. And Ray says Badger was amazing in that win. Absolutely. Good to see him in the semis. Michael Bajowski. I think that's Badger he's talking about.
Yep, that's the badge.
Yeah.
Son of Henry.
Yeah.
Victorian team manager and a very fine player in his own right.
Yeah. Kylie, veering off into that 555.
So 56 for a 2-0 lead.
16 up the tops.
Oh, brilliant.
And look, that's an 18 dart. I think that was a break. It was. It was a hold of throw. An 18 dart hold of throw off the back of, such a fantastic 11 dart break to open. Joe is really stamping her impression on this semi-final, and she's halfway to the win. It is still that best of 7, first of 4 legs.
Yep.
104 average after 2 legs.
Yeah. Very impressive.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah. Well, I'm just catching up on the YouTube comments. You mentioned Janine Cassar going to the North Carolina World Cup. We actually have Turtle Zerp watching on YouTube from North Carolina.
Ah, there you go.
Hell of a name, Turtle Zerp. But, good to have you along.
Yes, they give us a great welcome in North Carolina.
Yeah, cool.
This game has just slowed up a tad on the first two legs.
I guess it was bound to, right? They couldn't couldn't possibly continue at that standard.
Well, Joe Hadley just went 6 starts without hitting a treble 20, so it's something's going on.
Yes, it's a very impressive start. Scrappy that one by Joe Hadley. So this leg is probably the closest of the three legs so far.
Yeah.
In that there's only 40 points in it.
And look, this was really where Kylie Keenan needed to continue. Joe's let her foot off the gas a bit. Kylie was keeping up with her before, and now she's still doing the same, just keeping up where she really needed to go ahead and shine. Because if she fails to win this leg, all of a sudden Joe Hadley has got the darts for the win.
That's right, yeah. This may be Kylie's first appearance on stage.
Yeah, potentially.
That I know of anyway.
Yeah, I don't recall having her on before. So, and we say it every time there's new players on stage, but it is a big thing. You got the lights, you got the cameras, and the crowd behind you, which is different to the boards you're playing on for the rest of the weekend. And when you're not used to it, it's a big thing to get across. Well, some people take to it naturally, but for most, it's a big thing.
Yes, our youth players, they certainly take to it quite well. They actually really love it. And, shots on. 60.
Went to the 51. And if she bangs in a treble 20 here to clean it up, she does. How good's that?
Brilliant.
Double 12 setup. Kylie's not on a finish. She's only halfway through the leg as it stands.
Cruel bounce out there. So 24 for Joe.
Yeah.
Going to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
And she does with the first half.
Right, and look, even there, that's just a 22 dart leg.
Yep.
As scrappy as that felt, still getting a 22, and she's still sitting on an 88 average. That is impressive stuff.
And that's still world class.
Yeah.
Competitive, without a doubt.
Yeah.
With the exception of one or two ladies who... You got Bo Greaves, of course, an amazing talent.
Yeah, Lisa Ashton, Fallon Sherrick, but on the day, an 89 can definitely take it to those ladies as well.
Started off with a nice ton. We're looking to put this away with a 4-0 victory.
Yeah.
Little Joe. Definitely the more experienced of the two players.
And if you're Kylie Keenan, you're in this position where you are struggling to get straight darts. All you got to focus on is some smooth releases, some nice straight darts, and hope your line tightens up. And then you just got to wait on that Joe Hadley mistake. You don't want to be pushing to try and outplay Joe, right? With the standard she's at, and especially
just enjoy the occasion. The darts,
exactly.
The darts will come, but it's easy for us to say that sitting back here.
Yeah.
We're not up on stage 3-0 down.
Exactly.
Facing the sudden exit from the tournament.
That's it. And I suppose it's the thing everybody says, oh, well, get up there and you play a bit of darts. I'm not able to. That's why I'm sitting here talking about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, good pick up for Joe. Doesn't leave a finish, but 180 is a nicer number than 220, which is what she was looking at if she only hit the single. Yeah, Kylie just getting
just
trying to get some straight darts.
Hasn't probably the last 2 legs hasn't really found any sort of rhythm or feel for the dartboard.
Yeah.
Joe is just going on from strength to strength.
Yeah, big solid ton. Sets up 80. And it looks like Badge and Danny are done. I don't know the result on that, but we'll catch up
I'm
on
not
that
sure
very
of that
shortly.
one. Yeah. Whichever way it goes is going to be a cracking final.
Yeah, for sure. Ben switches the camera right as I've reached over to my phone. 60 for double 10 for the match and a spot in the final.
Oh, very impressive.
Tidy win. Joe Hadley.
Totally dominant performance there from Joe over Carly Keenan.
Absolutely. You know,
Well, I'm sure will be a better player for the experience.
Thinks she ended up on an 87 average there for the match. And
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Absolutely stamping her authority and, you know, looking to Monica Ribeiro, Chrissy Shearing, our other ladies semi-final and saying, look, you want to come face me in the final, you got to bring your game with you.
Exactly.
And
certainly send out a message.
Yeah, that's it. And, well, just having a squeeze. I think the men's final is going to be ready to go, but due to, well, tradition, I suppose, the ladies' final will be played first, I think. I'll go check with Gab, see what the go is. But Chrissy Shearing has just picked up a 1-0 lead against Monica Ribeiro. And Danny Porter got the 4-0 win over Michael Bajowski. So your men's final will be Danny Porter and Brody Kling. Ladies' final, Joe Hadley awaits the winner of Monica Ribeiro and Chrissy Shearing. 2 absolutely stacked finals coming your way soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be great. Yeah.
Well, we'll have a quick break. Maybe Ben can flick the camera around into the room and have a squeeze, but we'll be back very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025 Easter Classic, streamed live from the Geelong Darts Club, with over $10,000 cash prize money over the weekend. Saturday features mixed doubles and ladies and men's doubles events. Easter Sunday features the Youth Masters WDF ranked event. Ladies and men's singles with ranking points for WDF, DA, and Darts Victoria. Special thanks for the support from 180 Darts and Dartstream Live. Ladies and gentlemen, Darts Victoria present the 2025
She ain't mine, but she look fine. Gonna